Hey, it's your man Mastermind, and the Indie Show, All Things Indie, is sponsored by Domestic Financial Management LLC. That's right, DFM LLC has been in the credit score improvement business since 2008. Their services include home loan modification services, credit building program, stopping harassment, credit strong program, and a checked credit monitoring service. For more details, call 909-279-7843. That's 909-279-7843. Once again, that's 909-279-7843. And ask for Will, all right? You can also find them online at www.dfmllc4.com. That's www.dfmllc4.com. Domestic Financial Management LLC. One time for your mind, it's your man Mastermind. Welcome to the Indie Show, All Things Indie. I am your host, Mastermind. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the applause. Man, look, this is segment. I always start off the show with a segment where I get to talk off the dome. I call it One Time for Your Mind. So today I really am talking off the dome because I had several thoughts that I wanted to start the show off with, but I don't know. I really just couldn't stick the landing. I'm really excited about this show. If this is your first time, welcome to the Indie Show. I started this show this year. We will be a year old next year. I started January 4th of this year. I was like, let me do about 12, 13 episodes just to see if this thing is going to work, right? And lo and behold, it has turned out better than I expected. And I'm very happy to have the Indie Show in my life. If anyone knows me, I have a background in TV and radio. And a lot of people that really know me know how much I love radio. This is an extension from everything I've learned and done from my time in radio, but I have more control of what I do and what I say. I got to shout out some people who made this possible. As always, I got to shout out my wife, Carmen Cita, aka the Diva. She has been my ride or die when I've been doing radio. We did our radio shows together. Wonderful time. I thought about having her on the show, this show right here, but she was like, "Nah, baby, this is you. You do your thing, right?" And for that, and for always having my back, thank you so much. I love you. Your parents, they always love you. But I got to shout out my village. My village really had my back on this. First of all, JS1. He is my producer extraordinaire. He's making it happen in the background. He's always been there. He's always believed in me. He saw something. It was just like, yo, I need to ride with this dude because together we can make magic. And we over here, David Copperfield, and the whole thing because we like two mad scientists. We put our minds together, we make it happen. It's been a beautiful thing. So shout out to you, JS1. I really love and appreciate you. 2, I got to shout out like I did in the first episode. My man, Big Co. We was doing a podcast together called The Big Co Show. I was his ride or die. I was working the board for him. We was talking all things political and whatever. Y'all know Corey Redding. Y'all know how he got the mouth of the South. And he can just talk about any and everything, and you guys love him. And I just appreciate him believing in me, riding with him. With that said, I never thought I could do a show by myself. I always figured I needed to have a team, right? And I shared this thought with another friend of mine. She goes by the name of Erica Gwen. And Erica Gwen and I, along with Leah, and we created a show called the 3Gs podcast. And we was talking about it was a really great looking podcast. Cam, thank you for doing the production on that. Anyway, one day I was helping her with a project, and I was telling her how, man, I don't think I can. I never thought I could do a podcast by myself. And she just said some of the most wonderful words of encouragement and just built me up and everything. And for that, I just want to say thank you so much, Erica. You have no idea how much your words have affected me and just built me up and just made me feel like I'm that dude. So to all those people in my village, thank y'all so much. Look, Erica was one of the first people to put her money where her mouth was and started advertising on this show. For that, you always go have my love and support. So with that said, JS1, play my theme music. Let's go.
Hey yo, it's about that time, man. The indie show. My main man, Mastermind.
The indie show, indeed, the flow sickening. Masterminded by mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.
The indie show with Mastermind.
Hey, 1 hour for your mind, 2 times the movie responding to hip hop and show stopping, fat funk dropping, massive the wheels of steel. It is your man, Mastermind, and I'd like to welcome each and every one of y'all to the indie show, All Things Indie. Come on now, show yourselves a round of applause. Look, it's Tuesday night, it's a holiday week. You didn't have to be there. You could be anywhere, but you chose to be here tonight, and for that, I love and appreciate you guys. All right, so y'all probably listen and watch a lot of podcasts, and you're thinking, they gonna sit and talk and blah blah blah. No, we don't do that. So look, the indie show, All Things Indie, is secretly a late night talk show. All right, so we're gonna have some fun, play some games, do a lot of getting to know you type stuff, and then throw in some infotainment type discussions towards the end of the show. All right, so sit back, relax, get your finest beverage, something to snack on. Sit back, relax, because we're gonna have a great time. All right, tell your friends to tell their friends to go ahead and log in right now. Okay, you can watch and chat live on vvclife.com, or you can find us streaming on Facebook. All right, you can either go to the VBC Life Facebook page or the Indie Show All Things Indie Facebook page, and you can find the stream running right now. So do that. Thank you guys so much. The first thing I want to do is introduce some folks and say hello. This segment is called Hello Neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
In Hello Neighbor, I want to show some love. The first person I want to do is show some love to my homie, my executive producer, JS1. What's good with you?
Yeah, what's good, boss man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling really, really good. It's the last show of the year. We made it. We didn't give up on ourselves. We got better every episode.
That's a fact.
I got to give look, at least half of that credit goes to you, sir.
No, man, not really, but all right. I'm just happy we can finish the year off strong.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh, we have a strong guest today too. So
Mhm.
I apologize. I needed a little extra time for that one time for your mind. I was just feeling it. I had to get it out.
Nah, it's all good. Do your thing.
Yes, sir. How was the holidays? Merry Christmas to you and your family.
Oh man, thank you so much. It was beautiful, man. I didn't get the one thing I really wanted, which was sleep. But you know what I mean, we ate good. Everybody exchanged presents and everybody's happy. That's the most important part. Ain't nobody lip dragging. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's satisfied with their Christmas presents, and that's all that's important to me.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. Now, on this side of town, look, everybody had a great Christmas, but I got to say this one thing about my daughter. We had what I dubbed Ninja Christmas. All right, I'm gonna call it Ninja Christmas. All right, so me and wifey, we wake up kind of late Christmas Day. It's a Sunday. We out there watching church on TV, and we're asking ourselves, man, January must be knocked out because we haven't heard her at all, right?
Mm.
So Diva Diva decides, you know what? I need to get a muffin or whatever to start my day. So she gets up, gets something to eat, and lo and behold, our daughter has decided to open up every gift while we were in bed. Every gift. We
Yeesh,
didn't
yeah.
Oh man, we didn't see any of the facial surprises or anything. She is having herself a good time. Did she have a great Christmas? Yes. She had a great Ninja Christmas. So mom was just like wasn't having that. So I brought it back, hit the rewind button, and made her reenact every time she opened up a present, told her who gave a present. It was a sight to behold. All right. So hashtag Ninja Christmas. All right.
Shout out to the diva for that. I would have did the same thing.
Yeah, that's how we're getting down. All right, so I want to shout out my platinum indie insiders. Those are the people that rock with the show on the regular. To be a platinum indie insider, all you have to do is watch this show and participate 3 days, well, 3 shows in a row. And our big time indie insiders are Jay Kells, Heath Gunn, and we have a brand new one last week is Sam Anderson. So shout out to them. And speaking of shout outs, I guess was Charity Gay, Jay from last week's show. I want to shout out her mom. I also want to shout out Peter Straub. He is in Germany, so he's watching from Germany. And then the podcast, The Love Life of an Asian Guy, he is getting us a lot of viewers from the Philippines. So shout out to those people. I really appreciate y'all. But since I brought up Charity, I want to go ahead previously on.
Ooh, let's do this.
Previously on Ready to Die.
So last week's JS, what did you think of last week's show? I'm gonna let you go first.
Well, you know what I told you off air. Once the show was over, I did not expect all of those songs to be so phenomenal. I guess ended up being, like I said, I think last week's episode was like probably top 5 episodes of the year, man. Like completely unexpected, man. Them Christmas songs was banging, man. I'm like, yo, I feel like you just got some major label pre-release Christmas music. It was so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Miss Ja was such a phenomenal. She was such a positive person. You know, like such dope information. And was a phenomenal singer, man. That solo act was crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we definitely gonna hire her for the indie show Christmas party. Yo, she got to sing live at all of it.
No doubt. Yeah, you took everything out of my mouth. The music, hey, you may have found a brand new Christmas classic in that episode. One of these need to be in your rotation when it comes to Christmas music. Speaking of Charity, why don't we play a clip from that episode? All right.
All right, let's do it. All right, let's do that.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on, our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. From now on, our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days of yore. Faithful friends who are dear to us, gather near to us once more. Through the years we all will be together if the fates allow. Hang a shining star upon the highest bough and have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Merry Christmas from my heart to yours.
Yo. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. If you want to see that episode, you go back to the podcast or our YouTube page, VBC Life. All right. Just look for Happy Holidays with Charity J. All right. Blow it up. Share it with everybody. All right. Cool. So now it's time for what y'all been waiting for. Tonight's special guest, the last guest of 2022. Tonight's guest is a great friend of mine. She goes by the name of Candace Stanciel. Look, man, she founded the Common Good Agency, diversity, equity, inclusion, and convening consulting firm focused on capacity building for nonprofits and higher education institutes. All right. She graduated from the University of Georgia. She's a consummate professional. She seeks to create synergy for each client through initiatives that meet an organization's needs while creating positive community impact. Candace's passion for social change is also exemplified through her volunteer work with Alpha Sorority Incorporated, New Leaders Council, and Mother Caroline Academy. Candace earned a BA in African American Studies from the University of Georgia in 2002 and a master's degree in higher education from the University of California, Los Angeles in 2006. Other than that, she is a fantastic human being. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, put your hands together for my friend and yours, Candace.
What's up, Cole? Hey, everybody.
Make the flower. Make the flower.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so good. My dad is here. My stepmom.
Shout out to Dan. What's happening, Dan?
I'm telling you. And anybody who knows me knows my dad is, he's everything. Everybody's like, oh, we've heard of Candace's dad's story. I'm like, yeah, I know. He taught me a lot. So, and then Tracia, Monet, Eric, just like all the love. Like, I'm so grateful, y'all. And my sister. Look, my sister just popped up. She's here too. She's great.
What's up, Kendra? All right. So I'll always like to say the chat room is where it's at. So you can watch and chat at the same time on our YouTube page and on Facebook. All right. So the more you chat, the more we get into it, the more animated I get and the better the show gets. All right. I'm feeding off of you guys. All right. Cool. All right. Are you ready for this?
I am. Is this my introduction one? Okay. Yes, I'm ready.
Shout out to Eric. Oh yeah, look, you sit back and relax and just flow like water. All right. She got excited on that Freeman. What's happening with you? All right. So our first segment.
I mean, years.
No, they all out here. Okay, then Tamika, I see you. All right. Look, we got to put it on there. Show you some love. All right. So this next segment is called Elevator Pitch.
Who the hell do you think you are?
So, a big shout out to Jay Kills, our Indie Insider. So in elevator pitch, you have a certain amount of time to pitch yourself to me and the rest of the audience. All right, it could be anywhere from 10 seconds to 60 seconds, but make it good, because if it's terrible, I'm gonna say thank you so much, Candace, but you were uninteresting, so we had to let you go. All right, are you ready? No pressure whatsoever. All right.
No pressure.
So now the time is based upon the roll of a die. All right. I've rolled it, and you rolled a 4. So that means you have 40 seconds. JS1, please give my lovely lady friend over here 40 seconds on the clock. Let's see what she can do with it. Look, we've seen somebody crash and burn with 60 seconds, and Erica Gwen, she knocked it out of the park with a 10-second intro. So what can Candace do? I will be quiet, and the floor is yours. JS1, let's make it do what it do.
Awesome. Hi, everybody. I'm Candace Stanciel. I am a Southern peach, born in Mississippi, raised here in Atlanta. I'm so excited to see my Druid Hills family, my UGA family. The AKA love is deep in the room too. I think what people should know about me is that I am someone who is deeply authentic. You get everything you see with me. I have no holds barred. I don't have a lot of secrets, and I'm willing to share. I'm someone who believes that we can all contribute to the world being a better place. And thankfully, my career has given me a real opportunity to try a bunch of things, which we're going to talk about tonight. Everything from Prince breakfasts to Oprah sightings. I'm ready.
All right. You stuck the landing. I can dig it. Good job. Good job. All right. I guess we will continue on to the next segment.
Hey, if not, I'm okay with that. I respect it. I respect it.
So the next segment, I love this segment. It's called New Phone, Who This?
Okay.
New phone, who this? New phone, who this?
So in new phone, who this? I'm gonna give you 10 rapid fire questions. The only thing I need for you to do is keep it 100. Just answer the questions however you like. They can be succinct, or you can explain yourself. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I like this energy. I like this energy. All righty. Let's see what's happening. I'm gonna put our first question. There's a lot of concerts coming in 2020. If you could choose only one concert next year, would it be Janet, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, Jill Scott, Maxwell, or New Edition? All right, before you answer that question, before you answer these questions,
okay,
people in the chat room, you too can answer. We get interactive, all right? You see a question, you answer it as well. I'll put your answers on the screen. All right, so going back, my girl says,
without question, it's Jill all day. I already have been talking to my sister about this. And not only just Jill in Atlanta, but I want to see her at the Hollywood Bowl, which is the closing show for the concert series she's doing for her first album, which is amazing. 23 years ago, it was 20, and in the pandemic, she couldn't do the show, so we're back. But I've seen Jill probably 8 times. She is everything.
Oh, you for real with this Jill thing?
Oh, no question, Jill all day. So Jill, if you feel the love, please do. I mean, just brilliance on the stage.
Look, I saw you live when you saw the question, so I was just like, oh, she is ready. Look, the chat is jumping. Tamika said Jill Scott. Your sister says Jill, and even JK says Jill Scott. Okay, all right. Off to a great start. All right. I like asking food questions. So this food question is, how do you prefer your wings? A whole wing, a drum, or a flat? And then what's your favorite flavor?
So I actually don't have a preference on type of wing, whether it's drum or flat. Okay. Not a whole. Whole's a little too much work for me. And I'm gonna go, people not gonna be happy because it's Atlanta. But I am give me a plain mild wing from JR Crickets, nothing on it, just hand it to me, and I'm good with some fries. I know people want something on them, all of that good stuff, but like JR Crickets is across the street, and that is my go-to, but it's just a plain mild wing. And they're like, really? I'm like, yes, it's the best. It's the best.
Yeah, she out here with just the regular wing.
I know. I'm ashamed.
Just give me a wing. Yeah, he ain't gonna put that. Look, let me see. JKL says he wants the Caribbean jerk flats. Tamika, she loves flats. Look at this. Kendra says plain. And people, look, JKL he's tripping. He said mild.
Yes. So there's I feel the judgment through the chat already, but I'm just gonna say
this is what we do. We judge. Hey, Alex, Lemon Pepper Brothers versus the Mild Sisters. What is wrong?
I will just say one thing, Poe, about the wings. There is a lemon pepper wet beer here in Atlanta that I found to be fascinating, and it really does taste like a lemon pepper wet wing. So shout out to the Black-owned beer company that produced it here in Atlanta.
Okay, good shout out. Hey, advertise with us. You know you want to. Look, check it out. Tamika says lemon pepper flats fried hard. We got some fried hard people out here. I see you. Look, I knew the question was gonna fire it up. All right, good. We got y'all. Y'all woke up now. All right, cool, excellent. And yes, you're being judged. Number 3 question: do you make vision boards? If so, do they work?
I do make vision boards. I have a theme for every year, and they do work. And I actually host a vision board party a lot of years, the first week of January. So really into it. And if you pull up, if you had told me that question earlier, I would turn around. That literally they're behind me the last few years. Everything on them, true. Everything. So yes. Rock with them.
I want to be invited. I figured this was something you had to do in December. You can do your vision board in the beginning of the year.
You can do your vision board whenever you so desire. That is the joy of it. But I do mine at the beginning of the year because I'm thinking about what's to come, right? I'm like, oh, it's not about what just happened. It's about where am I going? What do I want? So yeah, future focus for me.
Nice. And J. Kells, he agrees. They absolutely work. You out here doing vision boards, brother? You ain't tell me that. So you look new every day. Yes. Oh, let me see. One more before we move to the next comment. Tamika Hart says, no vision boards in my life. I just can't do it. Maybe this year I'll do it. Hey, come join me and Candace. We're going to do a party. Let's go.
Tamika's somewhere else in the
party
world.
Or is this
virtual? Not in Atlanta, Poe. Unfortunately, she's somewhere else that we love too. She's Southern, but she ain't here with the A love.
We can't do it virtually. All right, number 4. Do you make New Year's resolutions? Say what?
I think it works better in person, but yes, you can always do everything virtually.
I got you.
Question 4. No. Just simply no.
No resolutions. No. That is like so 1980s, probably 1990s.
I think, Poe, what it is that if you want to do something in your life, you don't need an arbitrary flip points to do it. So you better decide and move, you know?
She keeping it 100, y'all. Listen to Candace. But don't listen to Jay Kells. He said my vision board had long this year. Bam.
It happened.
Look. Tamika said Delta gets me to Atlanta in 50 minutes. All right, I see you. And she doesn't do resolutions either, but isn't the vision board a resolution of sorts?
The reason I would say it's a little different is because it's what you desire, not so much what you want to change. So, I think it's a different frame. But yeah, it's about creating the life you want and manifesting everything you desire. And Poe knows I live a big, joyous life. I'm all about it.
Lord, yes. Yes, she does. All right. Number 5. What's the first thing that comes to mind when I say Atlanta?
Oh, that is That's hard, but
Look how
I'll just
happy
say
she is. She's smiling. You say
these folks
what?
on here who are watching know I had to leave here for a long time, Poe. Like I've been gone a while, and so it is good to be home. I will say when you put your sweatshirt on earlier, what I thought about was a lot of people on here will know I love the Waffle House, and Boston does not have Waffle Houses, and it made me very sad. And when men ask me out and ask me where I want to go on a date, I often say, you know, if you want to take me to my place that I can eat at all the time, like whenever, take me to Waffle House. And people are like, really? But last year, for my 41st birthday, I hired the Waffle House truck to cater my birthday party in front of my pool. So we had Waffle House drinks. It was a great time. So yeah, that's one of the things I think is super special about Atlanta. We'll say that. There are many things I love, but that's when it popped up. Yeah.
Okay, then I see you. Waffle House for the win. Y'all pay attention, take notes. All right, number 6. Look, I just finished watching The Best Man, the final chapters this morning, and I absolutely loved it. What 90s movie do you think deserves a limited series style remake like The Best Man?
Ooh, oh, this one is a wrestle.
Yes.
I loved it with you. I'm so with you. It
True.
was amazing. I don't know if there is another movie that has such a huge ensemble cast that I want to see do more. What you got? I'm sure there's some that you're thinking about, but I don't know. Nothing's popping up for me immediately.
Well, this fool JKL says Vampire in Brooklyn, so I can't take anything he says seriously. All right.
Okay.
So originally I started thinking about oh man, I just lost
I'll go with I got
when
one.
did you fall in love with hip hop? So
Sugar.
what was the name of that movie?
Brown Sugar.
Yeah. I was thinking about Brown Sugar, but while I was waiting, I was just like, man, I really would like to follow up on The Wood.
I see
really enjoyed that. Yes.
I would say
Alex says
Friday.
Friday is a good one. Okay.
Yes.
Boys in the Hood. Who is left? I mean, Doughboy dead. Oh, spoiler alert, Doughboy doesn't make it. All right.
What about
Waiting to Exhale?
What about a Cosby Show pickup? Where are the kids?
You just gonna take a whole TV show when I said 90s movie, but I'll allow it because this is your episode. Look, big shout out to Tasha. Welcome to the show, Tasha. She said Love Jones. Love Jones, the series. Interesting. You know where poetry is nowadays. That'll be an interesting take.
I think we got what we got because it was the right one, Poe. I think we got what we got because Best Man was the right one. That was it.
I have to say that crew was so perfect. I'm in love with this crew. Everything. It was so well written. They some fully developed characters, and I was sad not by the storyline, but the fact that it was over. It was just like my friends are leaving. That's how I felt.
We have loved them since '99, and Poe, we were in school then together in '99. I mean, that's how long we've loved this group. And then I'll just say, I know we're gonna talk about my work in a little while, but there's a scene where Terrence Howard is trying to talk to the friends about the son who is using pronouns they, them. And literally, I tell people, this is my work. And yet it was so beautifully done. It was hilarious and funny and loving and kind, even though it was hard and complicated. Like that's the work we're going to talk about. But I love that part of the movie. Black families having to wrestle identity around kids. I mean, it was perfect. It was so perfect.
Yeah, perfect is the best you described it. All right. So with that said, Speaking of friends, who'd you rather be friends with? The Living Single crew, Best Man, Martin, or the Why'd I Get Married folks?
So people about to be real mad, and I'm okay. I've snatched my black card, all the things. I have never seen a full episode of Martin, so that's out.
Wait,
I know.
Wait, no, we can't just let that slide. Yeah. I can't. It's not computing. Wait, hold on. I think I'm. Woo, Martin, you. It's not computed. How? How is this possible? Why?
Why?
I mean, I was in my teens. My parents probably didn't think it was super appropriate. I never watched. I missed it, and now it's
you
like,
missed it. So
adulthood.
I got nothing.
Adulthood. I'm grown now.
Look, I mean, it's in rotation constant. Look, let me see what the chat room's saying because I know they are losing their mind. Let me see. Let me real quick. Who said this? Jay blasphemy. Oh Lord, this just ain't right. Say it ain't so. Hit him with the wow. And then Tamika said, "Don't blame it on your." Eric Savage is shocked. He's like, "Look at the face he made. Look, Kendra wants to be on Martin. You over here like I ain't never seen nothing. Wow. Okay, so answer the question because look, I'm beside myself.
I think it might be Best Man just because it's so close right now, and they're just all are so brilliantly dope. I appreciated Sinai moving. Like I was like, ooh, to move to the continent, like brilliant.
Yeah.
But if you'd asked me before I saw The Best Man and we just had a moment and we're feeling our love, it would have absolutely been a Living Single crew. I mean, come on, apartments up and down, see each other every day. You cook together. Like I think I miss that about college sometimes, like just being close to people physically where you can jump in and out of whatever's happening in your day. One of the folks who's on right now, Tracia, she lives across the street and we've known each other since we were 12. Completely random, but it makes a difference in how you engage when you're physically proximate to each other all the time. So I'm gonna go with that.
No, I feel you. That's what's up. All right. You were sheltered. We got the inside information. Okay, then. And the diva, she comes in and says, "Don't feel bad. I didn't watch Martin until after it went to syndication." But she watched it in syndication. You have no excuses now.
I'm sorry, y'all. I know it's a little like people are always like, real. I don't know. It's too late now. Like way too late.
Look, man, we're judging you. Understand this. We're judging. This is the judging Candace moment. All right. Moving on. Let me see what else you're gonna say. Favorite Atlanta sports team: Hawks. I misspelled Falcons. My God. Falcons, Dream.
You already know the answer.
The Thrashers. I want you to say it.
You gotta take them off though, because they ain't here no more. I am a season ticket holder. Super excited about Wednesday, Friday. The Hawks are playing the Nets and the Lakers. It's about to be a good week, y'all. Go Hawks all day, every day. I'm a ball fan, and Murray. I mean, love to Trey. One of my gifts for my brother this Christmas was an autograph picture of Trey. I respect the man as the lead of the team, but we got some stars coming up, y'all. Like for real, Murray, AJ. Let's do this, y'all. Let's let the Hawks go. Ooh, and Tasha said
Tasha is showing you some love. She said, "Don't worry, I can't play space." Look, everybody just telling truths. Take it off your shoulders. Be one with the universe. Come on now. Let's go. Dude, J. Kell says black card review meeting tomorrow about this, black folks. Just kidding. All right, we got a couple more. We're moving on. Hosting game night. All right, Candace. What 2 games are we playing at your place?
Taboo is definitely in, and Spades. There it is. Taboo of spades.
Oh, you made JS1 happy. That's his favorite when people say spades. Are you good at spades?
I am excellent. And I'm a quiet killer. Like, I'm the person, I never talk. I just get my books. I'm like, oh, yeah. And then at the end, people are like, who knew? I'm like, yeah, definitely.
Okay, cutthroat. I like it. Last question segment. The last time we're going to ask this in 2022 is very important. How do you prepare your grits? Salt and pepper, butter, sugar, and cheese. And yes, everyone always asks, you can combine answers. What you got?
So if I'm having shrimp, just salt, pepper, butter.
Okay.
No shrimp, cheese. Never sugar.
Oh, yes, Lord. Thank you. Woo! I was worried. I saw that S coming. I was just like, Lord, no. Yes. We've had some sugar people on here. We've had some sugar people. I did. Cream of wheat. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. She did a great job in New Phone Who This. All right. Collecting pearls. Oh, no. Wait. Hold up. Kendra, all of the above. Talk to your sister.
I didn't know, bro. I didn't know. I'm shocked. I was wondering where your sugar folks were from. Like, were they from the South?
Nah, most of them are up top or whatever. Look, this is crazy. We need to have an intervention. All right, so the next segment is the little thing we call "We'll be the judge of this." Or that.
Court is now in session.
Every episode, we showcase music from 3 independent artists. All right, it can be any genre. The artists, they get an opportunity to introduce themselves, say a little bit about themselves, and then introduce their song. All right, and afterwards, the guests and everyone in the audience, we get to critique the song, and afterwards, you get to vote for your favorite. If an artist wins 3 weeks in a row, not only will they get top billing on our mixtape, but they will win their very own episode where it's focused on them. They get all the questions and the love, and that's what we do around here. But tonight's show is all about showcasing. It's the holiday season still. It was some great music that we heard last week, and I wanted to bring it back since it is still holiday season, but I got a brand new audience. So I want you guys to tell me what you think of these 3 songs that we're about to play today. The first one that we're going to play today, I have to read something that this person sent because my man Tony Wilder, he couldn't make it today. But he wanted us to say, introducing his song, his Christmas song. He just said, just let everybody know that in the music video, you're going to see him at a toy drive. It was a toy drive. It was a give back in honor of my cousin's 5-year-old daughter who passed that year. She was hit by a car. It was done to continue to spread the holiday cheer. He's representing Alabama, and happy holidays to all, and be blessed. And be a blessing to someone else. His rap name is The 13th One, and this is his song. Let us know what you think. This is one of my favorites. I had to bring it back because when I heard it, I was just like, oh, okay, then. I like this. I just wanted to see if you like it as well. So, JS1, let's see what the 13th one is going to do for these people today.
Yeah, hold just a second. Let me put it up on the screen. Boom, boom.
That's how we do.
And boom, and it's there. We go.
Let it go.
We love you.
So the world can sing it like a jingle. I want my money straight, but I take it.
hey, hey, hey. All I want for Christmas is an increase in my dividends and a nice hit single. Getting spins from here to Switzerland. Got them humming and whistling. Along with the song, don't twerking to it, working to it. The vision was made for grown folks, or one for the kids so they can enjoy it. You dig? Or a trap track for the ones who got the bands and the knapsack. Winging hard out the back. 415 bumping that. Passing by and they be like, that new 13 track bumping black. Something that'll take you back to when you was playing jumping jacks or in the street, double dutching, just living, worried about nothing. A singer that will make you lose your damn mind every time it comes on. If you're in the club, car, or at home. Cause
all I want for Christmas is a nice hit single, so the world can sing it like a dingo. I want my money straight, but I take it wrinkle so I can spread love like the man Chris Kringle. All I want for Christmas is a nice hit single, so the world can sing it like a dingo. I want my money straight, but I take it wrinkle so I can spread love like the man Chris Kringle.
hey, hey, hey. You got your Christmas wishes and I got mine too. You can keep wanting your shoes or your shiny jewelry. Designer jeans, a fam, that's cool with me. I want something I can show off that's new to me. And truthfully, a hit single fits well. And all the other gifts will appear when it sells. Hitting the billboard so I can build boards to put my fam in a new crib. That's the real award. It's a
All I want for Christmas is a nice hit single, so the world can sing it like a dingo. I want my money straight, but I take it wrinkle so I can spread love like the man Chris Kringle. All I want for Christmas is a nice hit single, so the world can sing it like a dingo. I want my money straight, but I take it wrinkle so I can spread love like the man Chris Kringle.
hey, hey, hey.
That was the 13th one with Christmas Wish. What did y'all think about that in the chat room? Share with us now. J. Kels, you a fool for that. Talking about imagine if DJ Magic might put some bass behind this. I like this. What you think, Candace? Talk to me.
I love us. Like the joy of the children. Like it was sweet. It was sweet. Now I will tell you, you might not have noticed, Poe, there was an Alabama sweatshirt in the video. So I was a little.
He represents Aliceville, Alabama. Yes. So I'm gonna tell you, Charity said the same thing last week when she was on. She noticed it and had a problem, but we was representing UGA, so we just flexed on them.
All day, always. But no, it was a sweet song. And I think I appreciated his enthusiasm about what he wants. He was clear about what he wants for Christmas. A single.
Yes. JS1, real quick, what you thinking?
Oh, that's my joint. And even on the second listen, I'm like, yeah, this is definitely going to be my Christmas record every year from now on. It's already on my Christmas list, but it's probably going to have to go up to the top, right? I'm going to play this one and then Mariah Carey. You know what I'm saying?
You see it. Latasha chimes in. She says it's a cute holiday song. I like it. All right, Tasha, thank you very much. Representing Texas. All right, we're gonna move on to our second song. The artist, this young lady, she was supposed to be on last week, and she was in a car accident coming from Alabama. So y'all keep her in your prayers. I was trying to get an update on her. I think she is starting to feel better. But when she is up and running, we're gonna have her on to talk about her career, and we'll be the judge of that. All right, with that said, this is T-Bars. Go ahead and play her song.
T-Bars.
Come on, talk to me, Candace. Are you feeling this?
I I am so like just moved. Like I love the lyrics. I thought the production was great. I had this like Guapole Floetry feel in my head. It was just like it was yeah. Who did that? And I wasn't expecting that when I saw the image pop up. I was like, oh, that was different. So yeah, I really did enjoy that. And I don't think something has to become a classic for you to be like, it is right for this moment, right? Like it was very appropriate for this season of Christmas. I loved it.
I got you. I hear you. Well, Tasha, she's big on music. She says, I like the melody. Very nice, strong, meaningful lyrics. I can bop to this. That's what's up. I appreciate that. Yes, it caught us by surprise too, right, Jay?
You are 100% correct, sir. This goes right on top. This plays first, then your man 13th, and then Mariah Carey. That's how we doing it. You know what I mean?
It's a part.
Mariah on Victory Day because you know she's trying to get a whole trademark on being the queen of Christmas. So you better leave her alone.
Gotta do what we gotta do. We indie out here, man. We can handle it.
No doubt. So our next person is actually on the show right now. I want y'all to put your hands together for our third person in tonight's showcase. It is last week's guest. She is an amazing person, UJ alum, and fantastic singer. Put your hands together for Charity J. What's happening?
Hey.
I saw you in the green room. You enjoy yourself today?
I am. I'm just keeping myself company out here. Thanks for having me back.
No doubt. So before we talk about your song, so how do you feel last week's episode went?
I think it went very well. It was fun for me, honestly, answering all those questions. And, those are questions I haven't even asked of myself out loud. You know what I mean? So that was fun. And I've had a few people say to me offline, yes to this, but no to that. Candace, I'm with you with the grits. You lost me at the Martin thing. Listen, much love to you. However, you redeemed it with the grits.
It's all love, Terry.
All love, all UGA love. So it's a pleasure to meet you virtually.
You too.
Yes. But it was so much fun. Thanks for having me last week. And thanks for having me back.
Hey, no problem. So let's tell everyone about this song, a little bit about this song, and how people can get in contact with you if they love this song and want to buy more of your music, and then just introduce it.
Sure. So this song is called Love for Christmas. It's a song I actually wrote last year, 2021, but I wrote it in mid-December. It was too late to produce and promote it. So I unearthed it again in October and got with my manager to record it, to do the photo shoot and the music video for it. And it's really a representation of what's special and important to me. And that is manifesting good love, real love, true love, self-love, agape, eros, all of those kinds of love for Christmas. Is a time of year that we all are more intentional about what it is we hope to feel and to know and experience. And that is love. And this music video and the song for me is all about Black love, that we love one another. We love our relationships. We love our lives and how we experience them. So hopefully you can download it on all major digital platforms, iTunes, Spotify, Amazon Music, and find me online as Hear Charity Sing. That's HearCharitysing. That's my website. It's my handle, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. Check me out, Hear Charity Sing.
All right, let's go.
Just a child, Daddy would dress us, and we would all go string the lights. Now we're all grown up, good times outweigh the tough. I'm thankful for those days. Now Daddy's smiling down on me. I wanna hear the sleigh bells ring. Let Santa do his thing. All the mistletoe will Christmas. No more silent nights. Got chestnuts on the fire. I'm coming home and I got a special love for Christmas. Hey, baby, I just want love. I need more love for Christmas. I deserve hope and cheer. I find my love. Joy is everywhere. And love is in the air. Christmas time is the time of year for love, hope, and cheer. Joy is everywhere. Love is in the air. Christmas time is I'm gonna find my love, hope, and cheer to find my love. Joy is everywhere. Love is in the air for Christmas.
Woo! Well, let me say this first because I like putting people on the spot. The diva was tripping that she was watching this video because she was like, I know Lil Zane ain't trying to shoot his shot with Charity J.
Yes, he was.
Bless his heart. He's still 12 in her eyes. But
No, he's such a nice guy. He's really talented. He actually directed that whole scene. The whole scene was his idea. We had something else planned. He's like, no, this is how it needs to be. And he showed up and he was like, no, this is how it needs to be. So he's good people. I really like Zane.
I'll direct the scene too if I get to holler at the woman in the middle. Yeah, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna put my arm around you, whisper sweet nothings in your ear. It's gonna be fire. Trust me. All right, Candace, what you think?
Yeah, I mean, I love the message. I think I'm all in my feelings, Charity. You know, just there's a lot going on around the holidays and love. So thank you. I also felt like I recognized a few people in the video, so it felt like home. I was like, oh, I know you. Yeah, so like that was lovely. I really appreciated it, and the closing, kind of the end little runs were dope. Like the lyrics around Chestnuts by the Fire. I was like, oh yes, I feel the emotion. Yes, what we're looking for at Christmas time. So thank you so much.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Charity, again, you are wonderful. You're welcome anytime. Thank you for being on the show.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me, and best wishes for a great 2023 to both of you.
You as well.
Thank you, love. I appreciate you.
Peace and light, y'all.
All right.
Take care.
I really enjoyed it. It gives that old school good feeling sound that we need. A song you can play over and over again. All right, so I'm just want to put people on the spot for time 2022. Which one of these three songs is your favorite? It doesn't really matter because all of them need to go in rotation. But which one did you like the best? It's just curious. A lot of people surprised me with their answers last week. So put it in the chat room and we'll read it. All right. You want to answer that while I got you?
Me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going with two just because I love a good jazzy Christmas track. That is definitely my go-to. It's you know, it's on the TV, it's just playing, the fire's going. You're not really listening to it, it's just kind of background. That one felt like that for me. But if I wanted to focus, number 3 was amazing. Was amazing too. So yeah, loved them.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so we will shift gears. It's time for everyone's favorite segment. It's called Mastermind Games.
Let the games begin.
Yes.
I think I'm nervous.
Look, good. I need to be nervous because I need a win. This season, the powers that be or whatever have tried to rig it to where the contestants get to win. All my guests have been winning for the most part. I need a win to end the year right. So yes, it's all about me. It's called mastermind games. All right, I'm playing mind games on you people. So if you're nervous, that is great. What I need you to do is the name of this game is called Survey Says. All right, 100 people around America were surveyed. Your job is to guess the number one answer. Okay, you can ask the audience for help for every question. Okay, but once you say final answer, it's a wrap. You got it?
I got it.
You have to get, if you get 3 strikes, it's over. All right. It's 10 questions. So, but if you get 3 strikes, I win. But if you manage to figure this out, I will be very happy for you. Very happy. Okay.
Thank you.
Are you ready?
I am.
I'm not. That was sarcasm. I want to win. All right. Here we go. Now, first of all, this hater right here, he is the leader of the haters, Jay Kale. He's going to try to give you all the right answers and don't listen to him. Candace, we got you. Destroy this game. Be smooth. Go to Trump win last week. Don't worry about how I won last week. It was legit. All right, here we go. Number 1. Name a bird that would make a disgusting meal. Yes, I'm going to allow you to think about it for a moment. Name a bird that would make a disgusting meal. Think about it, chat room. She's going to need your help.
Come on through for me. I have an idea. I'm gonna throw it out and see if anybody agrees. Pigeon is what came up for me first because they're disgusting. They're everywhere. Let's see. Anybody?
So anybody? Said pigeon. J. Kale says pigeon.
Ooh, J. Kale.
And even the Diva says
all
pigeon.
Right. I feel good about
this. Do you want
one.
to keep that?
I feel good about
What in the world? This chick said, wait a minute. This chick says a flamingo. Who out here even considering flamingos?
No. That was literally my second answer. My sister and I are here because
y'all are special. Y'all looking at that flamingo like, oh, them pink feathers mean she ready.
Yeah. Flamingos are skinny. They're weird looking and shaped. They don't have a lot of fat. My brother also in here said vulture. Not a bad call. But I think because we got to go with the people, I represent for the people.
Yeah.
The majority of people probably said final answer, pigeon.
Final answer, pigeon. I will tell you that you are incorrect. The number one answer is crow. 15 people said crow.
Okay. All right.
13 people said pigeon and buzzard. Do you want to know what the number 2 answer was?
Sure.
It's not flamingo. It's vulture. Vulture. Alex, the only person that's not eating sugar grits in your house. Alex. They're gonna learn.
Okay.
Yeah, people eat pigeon, but we ain't eating pigeon over here. All right, look.
That's true.
Crow, yes, crow. No, good morning. All right, number 2. All right, that's my first strike. I'm feeling good. We got 9 questions left. She ain't gonna make it. All right, cool. What's something a kid does that he might blame on the family dog? What's something that the kid does that he'll blame the family dog on? Theme music. Go.
Okay. So folks, I have 2 ideas. Let's see. It's either pee on the floor, right? Because dogs, they're good for that. And you can't tell all the time. I have a dog. We love her, Ivy. Or eat something. They took a snack or they snapped something that the kid ate, but they're gonna blame on the dog. Or they tore something up.
Yeah, the audience is letting you down. So far, it's just, and he says fart. So you over here talking about food and peeing. He says a little toot.
But I don't think
I'm
the
gonna need
kid
you to
like it wasn't me. I don't think the kid would then say it was the dog.
Ma'am, I'm gonna need an answer. I'm gonna need an incorrect answer.
I feel like Poe might win tonight, y'all. Sadly, I'm feeling not confident. I'm gonna go with eat the snack.
Hold on. Hold on. Alex says breaking something. And Tasha says crack mud in the house. So, but your sister says dropping food on the floor. What are you going to do? You going to listen to yourself, your sister, or your brother?
And the only reason Tasha's out,
asking for help makes it worse.
The only reason I don't take Tasha's because they could tell the paw prints versus the footprints, but I agree, Tasha. When the kids are nasty and they bring the dog in, it's the whole thing. It's a whole thing. I'm gonna go with oh my gosh, you're right, Poe. There were too many answers then. I was so confident before. Make a mess. Make a mess.
Make a mess.
Make a mess. That don't even feel specific enough, but I'm trying.
Yeah, I need to be more specific.
I just set myself up for
that. You got to be
one.
more specific.
I mean, they could make a mess. They could pee on the floor. They could drop something.
Yes,
something that
you have to be specific. What is your answer? 5 seconds.
Pee on the floor.
Pee on the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
I don't know.
Pee on the floor. It made the top 8. So congratulations on that. Unfortunately, Wet the Bed and Wet the Floor only got 7 points. So that is another strike for you. But guess what? Guess what? Break something, knock something over is the number 1 answer. And do you get it? Do you know? I'm not gonna say anything. Do you know who got the second answer correct?
I need to follow my brother. Is what you're telling me. I need to follow my brother.
Too late now. Look. Yeah.
I'm just saying. He got the number 2
here we go.
answer
This is
before. He got the number 1 answer before. Okay, Alex, you're doing great.
Yeah, he knocking back to back. Let's see what you're gonna do for round 3. This is it. The championship is in my hands.
Yes, it is.
Name a food that would be messy to eat while driving. Oh, this is tough.
Come on, Poe.
We'll see if your brother get it right.
This could be a million things. This is why on you need to have more than just a top answer. Come on. This is rough.
No, man. Now, let's see if you get on the board. Let's see if you can get on the board.
Something that is messy to eat while driving. Is that right?
Yeah, that is correct. JKL says soup. Latasha says tacos.
I like both of those.
Both of those are good answers. I wouldn't say they're great answers, but they're good answers. But I'm not going to tell you anything.
I mean, I thought about cake.
I'm gonna be
I don't know what that says. I'm thinking about dessert.
For the rest of these.
Okay. 2 people said tacos.
I can feel it.
I got nothing better. So I think we're about to let Mastermind win, which again, because this game is, it's a little rigged with one answer only. But
look, it's America. America is doing this. Well, spaghetti is on the board.
Oh, that's a good one, Tasha.
I've eaten tacos at 3 a.m. Oh, Kendra says spaghetti.
Ooh, 2 spaghettis, 2 tacos, Poe. But I agree with Kels. Lots of people go to Taco Bell.
Wings.
I think spaghetti is messier.
So what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna follow my brother because I don't know. He's been mostly right, and nobody's eating spaghetti while driving. So
what's your answer?
Wings. No, spaghetti.
What?
Spaghetti, final answer. We got nothing else.
Spaghetti, no answer.
I'm sorry, Alex.
My God, woman, why wouldn't you go with wings? Spaghetti is the number one answer. Ah! I was so close. So close. I wanted to sleep.
Good job,
Dang
sister.
Tacos was number 2, and soup was number 5.
Okay. Okay.
Wings didn't make the list at all.
Yeah,
Dang.
no.
All right, here we go. Give me one word to describe someone who gets on your nerves.
One word.
One word to describe someone who gets on your nerves.
All right, group, I'm going with annoying. Anybody got anything else? Annoying is what comes up for me first. Annoying.
I'm not even going to fake the funk. That is the number one answer.
Final answer.
There we go. Congratulations.
Oh,
that's the number one answer.
We're coming back. We're coming back. We're coming back, Carl.
Next question. Name a reason a man dating a supermodel might break up with her.
Name a reason a man dating a supermodel might break up with her. Okay, so she either gained some weight, because men are trife, if that is important, and or
what?
She's a supermodel. I have no idea why she gaining weight, but hey, it's cool.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what they would say. She's a supermodel. How she gonna gain weight? Or she was in an accident and is now no longer attractive. Ooh, that's good, J. Kells. Too much attention. But I think it's probably more shallow. This is what I found out.
All right.
Insecure. Okay. I'm gonna go with.
I need an answer.
He's insecure.
We're going insecure.
Final answer.
That didn't make the list. Wait, dang it. I'll let you have it. He's jealous. He's jealous is the number one answer.
That is exactly what they were referencing. Good job, ladies. Good job.
I'm gonna go wait. This is not going the way I thought it was gonna go. Hold on. All right. Name some place a drunk astronaut might end up landing the space shuttle. Name some place a drunk astronaut might end up landing the space shuttle.
Y'all, I have nothing here. My brain said star. But he could never leave Earth. So anybody got any ideas before we go with star? A drunk astronaut might land the spaceship. Obviously, we don't.
You are stupid, JKL.
Ooh, that's good though. That is good. That's a quality comeback. That's a quality comeback. In the water. All right. Anybody else? At a bar. My brother. Okay. I mean, on the wrong planet. On the wrong planet. Not where he was to
Is that your final answer?
be. A star. Final answer.
A star.
A star.
Another planet was the number 2 answer. Star did not make the cut. The ocean, number 1 answer. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2022 is the Mastermind Game winner.
You deserve it. You deserve it. I was not
Thank
confident
you.
on any of those. I was not confident on any of those. You win.
You know what? I give you double or nothing. You have 2 questions left. I'll give you one more question. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right. You got nothing to lose. You want question number 1 or number 2? Because I'm only going to ask one of them.
2.
Name something you don't want to leave in your car at a car wash. Name something you don't in your car in the car wash.
I feel like my brother would have a great answer for this because he loves his car and he thinks about it often. Don't want to leave it in the car, in a car wash. Okay, wallet. I'm down. I feel it. My brother's like, I like this scam. This rig. These told the people are on my side. Yeah, I mean, I feel like you.
These people are hating. Get some haters.
I mean, why does it matter? Like, it's going through the car wash, and it's fine. But we'll go with money, wallet, like money. Final answer.
I hate, but I love each and every one of y'all, but I can't stand y'all right now. The number one answer is money and wallet. Stealing victory from the jaws of ladies and gentlemen. Candace wins today's mastermind game.
And I really didn't win, Paul. You can get that victory to everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. That was them.
Oh, and then she's going to be so gracious about it and spread the love to the. Boy, I can't stand that. This is, look, 2023, I'm making these questions harder, and I don't care about the audience. I'm going back to three hints for the audience. That's it. Congratulations to all y'all that won. Mastermind game. Let's go.
That was fun.
You know what? I want to go ahead and start interviewing. It's time for one-on-one with Candace, winner of Mastermind Games.
I can't believe that it's finally me and you and you and me, just us.
Okay, so yeah, she won Mastermind Games. I'm happy about that. Yay. So now I'm forced to do an interview with you. I don't even know where to start. You know what? Cheer me up. Let's start before we talk about how you, Candace, got from Candace living in Atlanta to being the founder of the Coming Good agency. I want to talk about the time you was at a party with Prince and was in a race with my man Cat Williams. Look, the life that you've led is, I need a movie made about some of the story that you've told me. Look, so let me take it back. So I've had Candace on my radio show, all right, the Takeover Countdown. And when we was on radio here in Atlanta, and she came and told a story, and it blew my mind. And I was just like, whenever I start doing radio again, I'm definitely having Candace back because she has to tell the rest of the world this story because it's incredible. JS1, what I need for you to do when she starts telling this story, put a full screen on her as she's telling this story. I'm gonna be quiet. So it's story time, people. Get something to drink, some popcorn, some chips. Sit back and relax, and you're not gonna believe it. You're not gonna believe it at all. Go.
I mean,
talk to him.
So this is one of those. I tell people, say yes in life. Just keep saying yes, and amazing things will happen. And as Poe, he was like, I want you to share this story, but I was thinking other random stories. I was at the Oscars with Will and Jada Pinkett Smith several years ago as well. And I was like, man, look at how random the experience was this past year. So I don't know what year this is. I'm in LA. I'm at a Floetry Guapole show. They're amazing. If you don't know who they are, please follow them, find them. Floetry, unfortunately, no longer together, but brilliant solo careers even after. And we're at this show. I'm working for Def Jam, and somebody's like, Prince is in the balcony. Y'all, it's like, Prince is in the balcony? No way. So we go upstairs, and Prince is there, and he's like, have a seat and have a drink. And so we sit at a table, we're talking, and he's like, we're going to have a little thing at my house. I'm like, no way. That's not real. And they're like, yeah. So Cat Williams says, you can ride in the limo with me. And I'm like, little sketch maybe. But my friend Aisha, who also works at Def Jam, is with me, and she's like, let's do it. So we get in this car, we ride up into the Hollywood Hills. I've got on, I'm wearing tonight, a scarf. I love scarves. They're my favorite accessory. I have on this soft pink scarf. Cat Williams is like, I bet I can beat you in a foot race. I'm like, no way, dude. You're like half my size. You got on cowboy boots tonight. I'm in sneakers. Like, I got this. So we get to Prince's house, which is a house he was renting from some baseball player maybe. And he had changed all the gates and it had the symbols. And we pull in the gate and Cat is like, let's race now. And I'm like, are you serious? We literally run up the hill to Prince's house and Cat Williams beats the crap out of me, y'all. Like, he was so fast. Now, he had bet my pink scarf or $100 if he lost. I just knew he was not going to take my scarf because it was chilly. It's LA. Oh no. Cat's like, give it to me. Throws it around his neck all night long. He wears the scarf. We go into Prince's house. Prince like has breakfast waiting. He's wearing his like sound stage. He performs with Guapale, Floetry. They sing Michael Jackson songs. It's amazing. There's maybe 12 of us. I mean, it is just like, is this real? And then I'm like, the waiter's like, the guy who works at the house, he's like, would you like something? I'm like, I really want some hot chocolate. And Prince says, he's like, oh, I don't know if you have any. And Prince says, oh, you can go out and grab it for her. So 2:00 in the morning, dude leaves, goes and finds hot chocolate somewhere in LA, comes back so I can have it. Best host ever. Just an amazing, unforgettable night. Just brilliant music. People who, it didn't matter that Prince was Prince. Like, it wasn't clamoring to be near him. It was just like, let me just be in community with people. It was unbelievable. It is one of those, like, you just can't believe it happened. And I'll carry it with me, as I will many memories like that from my many years in the biz. And so, yeah, I love to tell that story because it's always fun. And Cat left with my scarf, y'all. He never gave it back. He never gave it back. And when I see him every blue moon, when I bump into him, I'm like, I cannot believe you took my scarf. Like, for real. I wore it with such flair, as if it was like an accessory that was a part of his outfit. So, yeah, love Cat. Love Prince.
That is crazy. It's one of my favorite stories. I thank you so much for sharing it. Before we talk about Will and Jada and everybody else, let's talk about the Common Good Agency. How did you get here? How did you found your own business? I gotta say, I'm proud of you. I really am. So I'm very happy. The way that the universe has led you, you're saying yes to everything, has brought you here. And it's a beautiful thing.
I mean, I think where I am now is I believe that there are things I'm uniquely positioned to do when it comes to diversity, equity, and inclusion. We are specifically focused on economic mobility and equity, which means we believe that you have to just deploy the money well, right? And every project we work on is about distribution of capital and kind of redistribution of wealth. And so it's been a gift. We've been at it almost 3 years now, full time, which is like wild. And this is my second entrepreneurial endeavor. When I was in LA, I also ran my own shop. And what I tell people is we take on projects where we get to say, here is money that needs to be spent well and given to folks who can do good things with it. And so we want to be a part of that. So Common Good is, it's growing. We work mostly with government, higher ed, nonprofits. And if there's anything we can do to be helpful to people who are in organizations trying to think about how to have more equitable practices in their organization, with their leadership, with their boards. I also teach at Emory about this stuff, so I can, teach and train. But we're here for folks. We're here for folks.
What kind of feedback have you gotten from the public since you started 3 years ago?
Yeah. So, I mean, I appreciate Jay went to our website to check us out. We have testimonials on there from clients. So I tell people that's a great way to understand what people are saying and thinking. But I think some of the best compliments, Poe, are really around how people experience their leadership differently, right? Like, our leaders are more inclusive. They actually listen to us around decisions. One of the biggest things that happens in organizations is that people who are most impacted by a decision don't have any say in it. And when you run an organization that's truly inclusive and equitable, you have to hear from those who are doing the work. And I think sometimes as leaders, we get further and further from folks who are kind of day to day in it. And if you really want to listen well and have good decision-making practices, you got to be in community. And so we help organizations do that. And we hear that all the time. You change the way we work inside of our organization. I think the other thing is we make things discussable. We believe that organizations that are truly transparent are better. If you think you're hiding something at an org, everybody's already talking about it, whether it's at the water cooler, you know this, Poe, they're whispering. We want to bring it to the forefront and actually resolve things so that people don't feel like they can't be honest in their organizations. Wow. And maybe the last thing that I'd say that people tell us is like the ways that we thought work was supposed to happen, like urgency, drudgery, disagreement, none of those things have to be true. Work can be joyful. And it doesn't mean it's not hard. It does, but if you're in community with the people you work with, companies can behave better. And we want to make sure companies are treating their employees and team members really well. Really, really well.
So when I was reading your biography, there was a phrase capacity building. What is that?
So the goal of capacity building is to help organizations be able to do this for themselves when we leave, right? Sometimes you get a consultant, they come in, they're like, here's all the things you need. And then if they don't give them to you, they leave you hanging. We want to teach you how to do it inside. So all the skills we develop, all the things we train on, we train people inside the organization to be able to do them too. So if you want to be someone who makes equitable decisions, we can help you with that. You want to be someone who understands deep relationship building and listening, we can help you do that. If you want to be someone who leads through relationships, that's a particular type of work we believe where people who are really doing good work together have to have trust and vulnerability with each other. We can help y'all do that. And everything we teach you, you can practice over and over and over inside of your org and teach it to others so that you can build the capability, the capacity of the organization to do it itself. You don't want things to leave when it shouldn't be about, is Candace there monitoring and watching? No, it's, does our organization do this once the person is gone? Have they helped us sustain this, create it as part of infrastructure, make sure we can maintain it, monitor and measure it?
Yo, this is one-on-one with Candace Stanciel. It's the Indie Show, all things indie. It's your man Mastermind. Y'all have any questions for Candace? Post them in the chat room right now. We'll see if we can put her on the spot and bless y'all with some great answers. What I want to do, I want to switch gears for a second before we start talking about Will and Jada. And I think you said something about Michelle Obama. I got to hear that. This segment is called Indie University. All right. And it's just 5 questions I'm going to ask you coming from an entrepreneurial point of view. Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready, Jay?
Love it. Love it.
All right, here we go. Indie University. Question number 1. As an independent entrepreneur, who do you turn to for advice?
Ooh, I'm applying for doctoral programs right now for the fall. And I was thinking about who's going to write my reference letters, Poe, and the folks who came up were the folks that I trust. So Common Good Agency has an advisory board. Kim Simon, Milton Little. She is someone I used to work with at an organization that focuses on venture philanthropy. Milton's the CEO of United Way of Greater Atlanta. Both of them for years, have been my sounding board. Other consultants that really are thinking about this. My best friend, Howard Franklin, also an entrepreneur, just like folks who are doing this work and understand where it's hard and where it's can be beautiful in the hard, are folks that I really go to. So yeah, find you an advisory board, folks who are starting your own ship, people who do what you do, people who are adjacent, and people who work in the industries you most want to partner with.
Gotcha. All right. Number 2, what was the catalyst or motivation for starting your own business?
Oh, I'm a reluctant entrepreneur, and I'll say that's probably till the day I stop being an entrepreneur, if that ever happens. I didn't want to work for myself. I believe that there was a higher calling on the time and energy that I was on this planet, and I wasn't using the best of my abilities for the work I'm responsible for. And so if you are a person who believes that, the catalyst is literally like, I have to. And I'll just tell a quick, like quick little story. I was at church on a Sunday. I go to Ebenezer most often. Raphael Warnock, Senator Warnock now, my pastor, he preached this message about stepping up when you can't see the path that God has for you. And I had literally said to somebody before service started, I think it's time for me to be out on my own, but I can't really figure it out. I'm nervous. And after he preached that sermon, he came out of the pulpit and he was passing me on the aisle and he fist bumped me. I have known Senator Warnock, Pastor Warnock for a long time, and he has never fist bumped me before. This is a few years ago. And so I went up to the top of church as we were exiting. I said, Pastor Warnock, why did you do that? He was like, I knew that message was for you. I saw you receiving it. I wanted to reinforce that was for you. The next morning, I told my job, I'm leaving in a month. So when you know the calling and you're almost there, it's like, and that's not the first time God has just shown up in that way. Like he talks, he speaks. And so I just knew I had to.
Beautiful. All right. I like that answer. All right. So does the fear of going it alone independently ever go away?
Oh, I'll let you know if it ever does. Not right now. I mean, I have other friends who are listening who are also entrepreneurs. I welcome them to share in the chat. Like, I would say for me, no. And I would say the other piece, Poe, is like I have people who work for me. And so when you recognize you are also responsible for others, I think there's a unique feeling of like, I need to make sure this works, not just for myself, but also those who decided to walk this journey with me. So right now, I can't say it ever does. And I'll let you know if that changes.
All right. But shoot, that's a good answer. All right. We got 2 more answers left. What's the one misconception about owning your own business that people need to know the truth about?
Oh, I don't know if there's only one, but I'll just say what has been uniquely heavy for me as we close the books for the year of 2022. So I'm an entrepreneur. I have a finance, team, right? I have a group of people who manage our books, but they only manage what I manage from the outside, right? So that means I got to make sure we account for every dollar. I got to do, rectify the records at the end of the year for people's 1099s and what do we pay folks, and none of that goes away. And that was not part of the core work of like being a DEI consultant and an economic mobility leader, right? That is stuff that just has to get done. So the infrastructure stuff of a business, it's a lot. And setting up your own health insurance, just all the nuts and bolts, you literally, things that somebody else took care of, when you work somewhere, you're responsible. And so sometimes it's like, did I remember to do that? Did I do everything? Did I miss something that's really important? Because we work with government entities, we have to have a lot of unique insurance. So all kind of things that just were not in my wheelhouse, I've had to learn. And I think what you figure out is where can you delegate some of that well and try to stay out of it as much as you can, but recognize that it's forever going to be on your plate ultimately because you are the owner.
That sounds like you have to have a good team in place in order for you to sleep well at night.
I do, and I do. Shout out to Rhonda, Malia. We got a new team member, Vanessa, who just joined us as well. They're a gift.
All right, last question in Indy University. What's the greatest joy you've gained from starting your own business?
Ooh, I bet my sister and brother are probably the only people still listening because they love me. But both of them always tell me how flexible my life has always been. Like I've always been a person who, even when I worked for others, I was like, this is how I like to work and I need this kind of time off. And I even took a sabbatical at a company I was at and they were like, what's a sabbatical? And I was like, oh, so you just take time off. And they were like, huh? And I was like, I need this time. So I've always been a person who kind of named what I needed at work. But now that I work for myself, the ability to ebb and flow and to really take on things that really excite me. We've got a couple of organizations that are thinking about a reparations strategy, right? Like imagine cities paying reparations to those who were previously enslaved that live in their community, right? Like I get to say yes to things that excite me and move me. And so that's a gift, right? And I get to do it in a way that says we don't work every single day, right? We have a sabbatical in August. We close for the entire month. We close December 20th and we'll reopen on January 3rd. So we believe that care for ourselves is going to change how we operate as an organization and the way we can care for the clients and partners we work with. And so I think that flexibility and the ability to create culture at our organization is probably such a gift.
That is beautiful. Oh man, y'all put your hands together in the university. As we reach the end of this episode, I want to go back to one-on-one, and I want to hear a couple more stories before we get out of here. So you have the floor. What story are we going to hear first?
Well, I don't even know if I have any like long stories. I think the crux of them is like, again, say yes. I think what's funny is people often tell me stories about me that I didn't know. I was on an episode of the Braxtons. I didn't know because I don't watch reality TV. Part of what I will say about working with entertainers is I have a deep respect for them, y'all. Like I don't walk up to people. I tend to be the person who's like, I know there's a million people who, clamor for attention and engagement. And that's beautiful. They welcome and celebrate fans. The only time I've had like a fallout moment where I was like, oh my gosh, Mary, who have gotten me through some amazing, hard, beautiful moments in my life. That we're at a dinner on the beach in LA. It's amazing. And I'm watching them from across the room. I'm like, I'm not going to say anything because I don't. And my boss at the time, who was a publicist, says, I know that they're your favorites. And I was like, they are. And she's like, I'm going to introduce you. I'm like, no, don't do it. She walks me over. She introduces me. She's like, this is Candace. I was growing up in the industry. I was new. I burst into tears. I cannot speak. I'm just crying. It's like nasty crying. Like my face is terrible. And there's a picture of me and Mary with me in the middle. My face is red. You can see that I'm crying. And they both got their arms around me like, it's okay. It's okay. And I'm like, that is love. Like they understood that moment and how special that was for me. And they didn't say like, oh Lord, just too much. It was overwhelming. And that's the only time I've had that kind of reaction to a celebrity. So I really love them. Really love them.
Yeah. You brought up being in the music industry. Who did you work for when you was doing music?
Yeah. Well, my first when I came out of college, and Poe actually probably remember some of this. When I was at Georgia, I worked for an organization called University Union. We used to bring concerts to campus, to UGA. And my first show that I ever attended was Outkast and Luda, which was an amazing night. And for anybody who went to Georgia, y'all remember it was muddy, it was raining, and we stood out there. I remember going back to the res hall and there just being mud coming in the building, but we had the best time. And I fell in love with Luda that day. Like I just enjoyed meeting him. He was he had been on the radio before then as Chris Lover was just kind of becoming a popular rapper. And so when I graduated, I actually applied for a job at Def Jam South. And 8 times I called, y'all. Like I called, they were like, we don't have any openings. We don't have anything. I was talking to the general manager. She said, call me every week. And I was like, okay. 8 weeks I called her straight till she finally said, come up in here. We'll find something for you to do. And that started my career at Def Jam South. And when I decided to go to grad school, a lot of love, they transferred me to the Def Jam LA office. So I tell people all the time, I never made a choice in my career. They always said, whatever path you want to support, we got you. And I go back and work shows every now and then because I want to stay close to the group. But, my life is a very different experience than it was then.
You are amazing. You're an amazing person. And I'm just thankful and happy to know you. Continued blessings, you and yours. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the one and only Candace Stanciel. Thank you. There it is. All
Thank you,
right. And so
Mastermind.
this is the end of the show. We call this the last word. And the last word, you kick your shouts and say what you need to do. First of all, JS1, the last word, please.
Am I up first,
The
Paul, or
last
is you
word in
going?
case. I'll let Jay go first, then you can go second. I'll go last. Jay, what you got to say? Last word. The last word for 2022.
All right, don't drink and drive.
He kept it short and sweet. Thank you so much. Candace, what you got?
Well, first I'm gonna say happy almost 1 year, Mastermind, on the Indie Show. I am so excited for you. Poe knows I watched when he had James LaSure on because I'm a fan, and he put me a little on blast.
I had to. This is what I do.
But I don't know. My last word is probably like deep appreciation for you and the care that we share. I mean, I love your family. I'm so grateful for our relationship, which has lasted decades. And I think what I would say to folks is, as the year closes out, is it goes back to earlier, the vision board question. You can decide at any moment in your life to do anything different. And it doesn't mean you need to, right? Like, you might be happy exactly where you are. And that's a gift too. I think sometimes we're not always pleased with where we are. We're always about what's next instead of basking in the joy and the moment of where we are, because that is a gift. But what I would say is, whatever it is you desire, I hope it comes your way in abundance in this next year. So that's all I got.
Man, that is what's up. All right, I need a minute for my last word. So, last word coming from Mastermind. Well, first of all, Candace, thank you so much for ending the show on a high point. This has been a great time catching up with you and learning more about you. Again, you're amazing, and thank you to everyone that tuned in today. First of all, I got to say thank you to JS1 and Kia Renee. Y'all been my co-host, my executive producer. Couldn't do this without you. And Kia used to make our social media clips. So thank y'all so much. Thank you to Erica Gwynn, Tony Wilder, and Will Hackett for advertising with us. If you want to advertise with us, get at me, email me. I still got the $50 a month deal going on. If you want to do anything, or if you just want to sponsor us, email me. I'll tell you how you can get in contact with me. All right. theindieshow.co@gmail.com. All right. But thank you so much for y'all support. I want to say thank you to my guests. I'm going to name them all. I want you to hear these people that came on this show this year to make this thing happen. I couldn't have done any of this without y'all. And I love y'all. Thank you for believing me. Thank you for choosing to make your Tuesdays your favorite day, to turn this show into your favorite podcast that's secretly a late night talk show. I started off with Jordan Ireland, Bobby and Renee Peoples, Kia Renee, Samuel Archer, Kay Elise, Courtney Nicole, Carla Zool, Logic Johnson, Mia Jackson, Angel Gaines, Heath Gunn, Antoine Tobias, Unica Moore, Little Mike and Funny Bone, Ethan King and Monica Allen, Erica Gwynn, R.J. Washington II, James LaSure, Tony Wilder, Miriam Graham, Lethal representing Dallas, Gigi and Ethan, Wonder, Monisha Edwards, Demario Poundcake Hollowell, Violet Meyer, Kiana Jordan, Demi Laurel, Sean Durham, Stin Jotty. Shout out to Stin Jotty, Native American rapper. What's happening with you, bro? JL the Great. That find the JL the Great interview that I did in season 3. If you need motivation in your life, you want to run through a wall and be like, I can do it in 2023. JL the Great, Marlon Mikulski, Stacy Middlebrooks, yet another person. You need the motivation. Those 2 episodes, Stacy and JL the Great, Drew Garrett, Mary DeVille, Michael Neely, Kyle Woon, Kathy Rankin, Charles Judson, Redonkulous Entertainment, Charity J, and Candace Stanciel. I love each and every one of y'all. One time for my mind, two times for me, finest, the hip hop and hip hop, fat song dropping, master of the wheels of steel. I have been Arvell Mastermind Poe for the last time in 2023. Thank you for spending your Tuesdays with me. I love y'all. No, I see y'all in 2023. We will be back July 17th. We're taking 2 weeks off, and January 17th, that's my birthday week. So we're coming back. It's going to be a birthday episode. I don't know who the guest is yet. I am now putting together my list. If you want to be on the show, if you want to be an artist featured in Will Be the Judge of That, reach out to me, theindieshow.co@gmail.com. Hey, like, subscribe, and share and tell all your friends. Rate us high on all the social network platforms. All right, it's your man Mastermind. We out of here until next year. Peace out.
Hey yo, it's about that time, man. The Indie Show. My main man Mastermind. The Indie Show, indeed, the flow sickening. Mastermind, if I mastermind, the plot thickens. Good riddance to other pies, the odds against them. Tuesday at 8 p.m., we back in business. Key is in the building, Jay is in the building. Giving the feeling that most of y'all been missing. All things indie, is it banging or whack? Can't call it, but we'll be the judge of that. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And Logic came through with the verbal assist. Major League, we indie, ain't no canceling this. And I'm gone.